So it's very funny having to pull this up this much or whatever. We're building 2 computers. We're building his computer and adding and changing out my stuff, so.
Yep.
There'll be some voiceover at some point. We'll figure it out.
Hello, what is going on, dudes? Miles with the Teen. Welcome to one of the most, I guess, cockamamie PC building videos you'll find on YouTube. So, basically, the gist is that my buddy, Crestfallen, who I've done a bunch of series with, who also does streams and such, has had a computer that was just okay when he bought it 5 years ago and needed something better. And I happen to have a bunch of parts, but he also bought a bunch extra and had them sent to my house. And since he ended up stopping by for a little while as he was getting stuff from his old place, we decided we were just going to build his computer. So we ended up building his computer in my old case, which is not that old. It's a couple of years old, but it's the Height Y70 Touch, which I did a video on building in a couple years ago, if you want to check that out. But simply put, he was really interested in the idea of having a screen on the case. And I wasn't really that attached to it, so I was perfectly fine with it. We were initially going to buy him one, but because of tariffs, they have become far more expensive than when I purchased mine. So basically, he bought me this case. I basically told him, hey, you know what? There's a special edition case, Y70 case without the screen. If you want to buy that, and then I will give you my case. So that's why we installed it into my case, and he also has Lee and Lee's because he wanted Lee and Lee's, and there's a whole issue with that. That's not important. So, he got me the Persona 3 Reload special edition case.
Also, Caleb hasn't seen it yet.
I have not opened. I opened the box, but I haven't pulled it out.
Right. So this will be live reaction.
As you can tell, because I've seen the pictures of it, obviously, but I have not looked at the thing itself. There we go. Slowly but surely, it's coming out of the box.
That's early in there.
Okay. Break for knife.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Now it'll come out.
Now we're good.
Woo!
This box is fucking toast. Alright.
Okay, let's see. That's the bottom?
Is it?
I think, maybe? I don't know.
That is actually the top.
Oh, okay.
I forgot.
Oh, that's right, because mine doesn't have the top on right now. I see.
Get out of the styrofoam.
Come on, man.
The good thing is they pack this like crazy.
I was going to say, it's packed well.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Oh, that front.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. It's so much lighter when there's nothing in it.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Crazy. All right. So we got Strega. It actually says Strega there. And we have all of our friends.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. With all of my friends, my beautiful people.
That is sick.
And once we get this bit off, we can see Tartarus. Look at that.
Holy crap.
So my color will be green.
Yes.
When I actually, because I had to change my case fans, obviously, because I gave Jadrik the Lee and Lee's. So, whoops.
Oop.
I had some boxes. We'll be using the Corsairs so that I can control the RGB. It was a whole thing. It was really weird. We could not find another, like the 5-packs that I bought for mine. Very strange.
Nowhere to be found.
It was very strange because I couldn't find one that had a controller guaranteed. Because that's what we needed. RGB is one thing, but if you don't have a controller and you're not able to actually control how it looks, then what's the point?
What is the point?
And we're putting my computer in this one while we were putting his in my old case. Now his case went pretty smoothly. I'll be speeding through a lot of this because I didn't really have the best setup. That's kind of why this is really cockamamie, is like the bigger table that I had and I wanted to use ended up being a really bad old table because our plastic event table has disappeared or something, or we got rid of it or something and we no longer have it, so I wasn't able to use that like I did when I actually built the past 2 computers. For both of our computers, we now have the Gigabyte Aorus Elite AX Z590 board because we're both running, well, we were both to be running 11th gen CPUs. However, the i9 11900K that I bought, or KF, excuse me, that I bought, has some problems with it. There's something wrong with its RAM controller, but unfortunately, I know that Intel does the warranty thing. I tried to contact them about the warranty thing. Apparently, it's a trade processor, which means that it was sold to an OEM and came in someone's pre-built that I happened to get refurbished. I didn't initially realize it was refurbished when I bought it. I thought it would be fine, and then when I actually got around to building it, it was past the return window date. So, you know, and I didn't buy insurance on it because whatever, it happens, it sucks. So I'm still on my 10850K, which is a baller ass processor and has done so much good for me. Anyway, he is on an 11700F, which I had previously, perfectly good working processor that I actually forgot that I had, and so he's running that with some Trident G-Skill RGB RAM, because he really wanted RGB RAM, and we had to do 32 gigs because we could not find any more than that. He's not going to really need it for what he's doing, but aside from that, he has my RTX 3070, which is in perfect working condition, has been taken well care of and cleaned up and repasted many times. Actually, at this point, it has the little cryo sheet in it because I bought the wrong size cryo sheet the first time I bought a cryo sheet, and I kept it, and so I ended up just using that in that card when I repasted it the last time, so it was perfect. We both went with the Montech 360 AIO, a non-RGB. One, it made it easier for me. Two, it just looks good and it works. The only other thing I think I need to mention is that my RAM is, I have 64 gigs of 4000 Corsair Vengeance RAM that is rated for the motherboard because I did my research before we built everything. In the end, mine ended up being such a major issue because of actually that processor, and I did not realize that, and then also because in my other motherboard, I didn't need a screw to install my SSD. When I ended up trying to boot it initially, there was a boot failure because it wasn't even detecting the boot drive because it wasn't fully in anymore because it didn't have the little screw in it. So luckily I had a whole bunch of spare shit. So that part wasn't recorded because that was at the very end. Most of my build is not actually recorded because my studio light that I've had forever and multiple years and I love just happened to fucking fall. It happened to fall multiple times for some reason. Like sitting here in my office, it's never had a problem. It has never fallen off of its stand. But when we were trying to work on this, it fell so many times and it was ridiculous. And the last time it fell, it broke the bulb, and I haven't yet been to get a new bulb for it. So
We can start with mobile or power supply, actually. Which do you think you want to start with? How about the light not falling? That would be a great start.
Did it actually fucking break?
No. I think it's finally let go of the duct tape that time.
No,
The light is off. Oh.
There's a switch on it. See if I hit the switch.
Damn. That actually blows. Well, now we definitely need that flashlight. I mean, the lighting's still not absolutely terrible.
The problem is that it's good for that, but here I can't see. It's all black. Fucking. Of course my light falls and breaks, dude. Like, what is that shit?
Do those lights over there work? Like, it'll be ugly lights.
Yeah, it's purple. That's the biggest problem.
Oh, purple, like ultraviolet?
Yeah, they are. They're grow lights. Factually. Grow bulbs. And we don't...
Not what you think. After me and Spear started playing Schedule 1, I started getting recommended grow tents and lights from Amazon. I'm like, bruh. They're listening.
We ended up having to move it into the other part of the downstairs where there's a better light source, but a whole bunch more bullshit in the way, so we just decided to not record it. Anyways, yeah, Jadrik got to learn some new things about how to build a PC, because he hadn't done it before, so he got to help me out with it, and it was very cool. And we got him a good working machine that will do everything he needs to and play his games in a much better frame rate and everything. I think that's about it. We'll probably at this point have concluded the speed up sections, but sorry for how kind of weird this video is, but I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe for more. Make sure to check out Jadrik and his channel below. I don't always link it, but when he's in videos, I'll link it. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you all later. I said wheel as if this is a Soul Link episode. Oh my.
Baby.